Ready for a rabbit hole speculation as we take a look at delve deeper into teaching number 11 in our study of 2 Peter. Okay, here we go. Rabbit hole speculation. Here it is. We are now in the time known as the Great Tribulation. Okay, consider the early experience of Christians. There was an intense persecution from the Roman Empire, particularly under the rule of Emperors Nero and Diocletian. The type of oppression of the righteous, that's just characteristic of the Great Tribulation. During the Middle Ages, the 5th through the 14th century, Europe was a total mess. There was famine, there was disease, there's political upheaval, there was the Black Death. And then in 1536, the sun didn't shine for an entire year. We talk about suffering and cosmic upheaval and signs. That's all part of the Great Tribulation. During the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century, it was the papacy. The Roman Catholic Church was considered by Protestants to be the Antichrist. And of course, the Roman Catholics didn't agree, but still, the Antichrist, the false prophet, are prominent figures in the Great Tribulation. The two world wars of the 20th century were another time that fit the descriptions of the Great Tribulation, with its massive amount of destruction and loss of life and the suffering that was endured. We got floods and famines and earthquakes and droughts and disease and pandemics and fires and devastation and chaos and wars and false prophets and false messiahs, people forgetting how to be human, and a persecution of the followers of Jesus. That's all characteristic of the Great Tribulation. Some folks now teach that this is just a prelude to the really bad times coming, and I suggest that they might feel this way because they really haven't lived through any really bad times. Are more bad times coming? Most likely. Will history repeat itself with a one world government like the Roman Empire was, or a state religion that supports the government like emperor worship was, or a world currency like the Roman denarii was? Will you need a number to buy and sell? Wait a minute. If you live in the United States, you already have a number. It's called a social security number. Okay, things sure seem to be headed in a crazy way. Maybe the end time prophets are right and the worst days are ahead. Days, if they're not shortened by the second coming, no one's going to survive. What are you going to do as you see such tribulation events unfolding? Well, for me, I'm going to do my best to carry out my assignment. You know, I hope the rapture theology folks are right. Nobody wants to suffer. Peter recommended the following. He says, friends, when life gets really difficult, don't jump to the conclusion that God isn't on the job. Instead, be glad that you're in the very thick of what Christ experienced. This is a spiritual refining process with glory just around the corner. Well, friends, that's a little discussion starter for you on this Friday. Ask yourself the question, am I in the Great Tribulation right now?